So 13a, in this chapter, of course, we saw the imperfect tense. So this translation not very long, but we will go through the first paragraph here. So, "Enituta ho nautes ho geraios ton te dikaiapolin kai ton paida, e se noun agagon ekelise katistastai." Okay, so endetuto, so meanwhile, ho nautes ho geraios. All right, remember, this is attributed position. Remember, you could put the adjective between the article and the noun, right? So that'll be the old sailor, but you can also repeat the article and then put the adjective second. So the article second time, then the adjective, right? And that's the same as putting the adjective between the initial article and the noun. So the sailor, the old, is the old sailor, of course, right? You remember that from earlier in Greek 1. So meanwhile, the old sailor, all right, what's my verb going to be? Ekalusin. Right? So before we get to that, we have this participle agagon. Okay, so what's the tense of that participle going to be? It's an aorist, right? Second aorist, right? How do I know? It's from ago, and we have this reduplication of the g, right? Agag, right? The extra ag sound, right? So that's aorist. That's second aorist, right? So leading or having led, it could be, right? So the old sailor having led te kai, both Chiapolis and the son, right, the boy, to the ship, right? So having led them there, right? So having led is going to sound better here for the aorist. He ekelise, which of course is what tense? First aorist, right? It's the first aorist, right? The S, remember it's SA except for the third singular where it's SE. So he ordered, doesn't have to be that strong, could be like bid. He bid them katistastai, to sit, right? A middle infinitive, present tense. To sit epito katastromati. Okay, to continue that sentence where I left off. Not sure why I stopped there. So to sit on the deck. Right? Katastromati, of course, is what declension. That is third, of course, right? And tal today ho men now claros ekeluse tus nautas lusai ta paismata, hoide nautai ta paismata lusantes te noun bradeos erison prostin talaton. Okay, so entalta day, so just then, right? We have men day construction coming up. We start with a men clause. So the captain, ekelose, same verb again, right? First aorist, he bid or ordered. Ordered probably sound better here, right? He's going to order his sailors. Order the sailors to do the infinitive. Lusai, of course, is a first aorist infinitive from luo, right? So he ordered the sailors to loosen, or aorist infinitive is going to be translated in the present, right? So why errors are not present? Because it refers to a simple action, not an ongoing process, a simple complete action. So to loosen ta paismata, the cables. So he ordered the sailors to loosen the cables. Hoi day, so the second part here. So in the nautai sailors, right, a masculine, the hoi tells me, first declension. So in the sailors, lusantes, right, a participle modifying the sailors. So of course it is a first aorist participle. So let's say having loosened ta paismata, the cable. So day, so the sailors for their part, right, having loosened the cables, te noun bradeos erison. Okay, erison, right? See there augmentation happened here, and we have a secondary ending. So we have past tense, but if you look up here, right, where it gives you the aorist, right? Notice it goes to one S, right? Then of course a first aorist is a first aorist, right? But here we have two S's, so this is a present stem. So we have an a augment, a present stem, a secondary ending. So it's imperfect. Right? So they were rowing Tain noun bradeos, the ship slowly, pros tain talaton, to the sea. Okay. So it's imperfect, right? Present stem. It's not an aorist stem, it's a present stem, but it has a secondary ending and an augment. Right? The epsilon linked to an eta. So it's imperfect. So were rowing, we'll say. Right? It's a process. Something went on for a while in the past. Then de tain gain catalipontes ta histia epetasan. So then catalipontes, so the participle here, kind of beating this pattern to death here, maybe. What tense of the participle? Second aorist, right? Notice the second aorist stem here, LIP instead of LEIP for the present. So let's say it's a second aorist participle. So having left behind, having left tain gain. So then having left tain gain the land, epetasan, which is given to you, they spread ta histia, right? The sails, right? Which of course is what gender? Neuter, right? Ta histia, neuter. Neuter accusative here. All right, so that's the first paragraph. So go ahead and knock out the rest, which isn't all that much, and we'll go over this.